Hi, we're here with Aaron Paul and Josh Wiggins, whose film Hellion premiered here at the Sundance Film Festival this week. Welcome,
Yes.
you guys.
Thank you.
You're talking to the playlist on IndieWire.
All right, all right.
So everyone's going to love you. So congratulations on the big premiere. And Josh, everyone at the festival is talking about the breakout star. How are you feeling about that?
It's weird. It's very strange having people say your name and asking you for pictures. But yeah, I mean,
This is just the beginning
chaos.
for you, buddy.
It's chaos, but it's a fun chaos.
Yeah?
Here, yeah.
Had you ever been to anything like this before?
Not at all.
No.
I knew about Sundance. I had no idea what it was like. I didn't know it was anything like this. But,
Where are you from?
Texas.
From where?
Houston.
From Houston.
Yeah.
Okay, so not too far.
It's a little different environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not too far from where the film was shot.
No, yeah.
You're,
yeah, it was,
you're
it
a
was
Texas
like
boy.
2 hours away.
You don't have an accent. You don't have much of an accent.
No, unfortunately, I wish I was a redneck, but I'm not. I love Texas. I want to represent.
That's
Represent.
Right. That's right. So Josh, tell me, I understand Kat discovered you on a YouTube video. Can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit about that?
My friend was in the short film of Hellion, and Summer Sheldon, who I owe this entire experience to, she looked at him and she saw me and she emailed Kat and said, hey, let's have this kid come in and audition. And so I got the notice and I said, yeah, sure.
So what kind of videos were you in with your friend? Like, were you guys acting, or was
Yeah,
it
there
just...
was nothing dramatic. There was nothing like Hellion.
Okay.
But it was, yeah, little comedy things. We just improv most of the time, and we did like little action videos, and it kind of turned into this huge hobby. And I found out, my love for movies through it. And yeah,
You're such an inspiration, man. It
Good.
really is.
How did you get into acting?
I was doing plays since I was a little kid. My father is now a retired Southern Baptist minister, so I was doing church plays. I just loved, I don't know, pretending, playing make believe. It's I think when you're a kid doing Cowboys and Indians, just playing, I guess I just never really wanted to grow out of that. And so in high school, I really started diving deep into theater, and I was just the theater geek. So just focused on that in school, and I didn't really go to any parties. Never had a girlfriend.
You're an inspiration now.
Oh, stop it!
Aaron, you're a huge inspiration.
But yeah, I moved out to LA at a very young age, 17. Just very kind of driven and focused on what I was passionate about.
And what was your first? How old were you when you had your first role?
My first role was 17 or 18. It's a commercial for Kellogg's Corn Pops.
So you were a slow developer compared to this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing like this, but I wasn't half as good as he is when I was his age. So I'm excited to see what he does next and how he kind of molds his career.
Modeling after this guy's.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad model to have.
No.
So Aaron, what attracted you to Hellion? Tell me about how, it sounds like Kat had you in mind from very early on.
Yeah. The moment I read it, I knew I wanted to do it. I just thought it was such a beautiful story. I could relate to all these characters and their struggles, and Kat, I saw the short, thought it was great. She obviously knows what she's doing, and I was very excited to meet her. And she came out to Macon, Georgia, where I was working at the time, and we had a sort of like a meeting over milkshakes, talking about this script and this film, and she's just such a doll.
Yeah.
You can't. Absolutely. The moment you meet her, you love her, and you just want to just be around her, because she just brings such love and light to every setting there is, and her passion for this project was so just present. And so I told her within moments, like, we got to do this, but on walking out the meeting, like, I'm so excited. I believe in you. I believe in this project, and the rest is history.
I love that it's a film about boys and men, and there's so much testosterone in the movie, but that she just really injects it with such a tenderness, and I think that's a nice. I love seeing women directors direct stories like this, and there aren't that many doing narrative films, so But I think that really shone through that it was a female director.
Yeah, she's just so great.
She is. You can't not follow them.
I love you, Kat.
So how did you guys develop your family? You know, was there a rehearsal period? How did you guys get to? Was it an immediate, connection? You have great chemistry, the three of you.
Oh,
that
thank
little
you.
one is
Cute.
so
He's
melts your heart, right?
He's so adorable.
He's adorbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we talked very briefly in my audition, last audition in LA, and I mean I felt just that. Like I felt very comfortable. With
So you
him.
were there at his audition. You were at
Yeah,
the
when
audition.
his final audition, he came out. There's 2 kids up for this role, both so brilliant, but it was just, I mean, it was a no-brainer after reading with both of them, and the other kid's great, but
Right.
this guy is just, I mean, I was learning from him, and
Blushing over.
I was learning from him in the audition.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, wow, I'm just so blown away. And yeah, I mean, on the page we're telling such a detailed story. It was so just present on the page. So,
Yeah.
and then we just Kat wanted us to kind of hang out as much as possible. And this is such a small, independent passion project for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no trailers for us to kind of go off to and have our own little space. We were just always with each other.
Yeah,
which
we're
was
always,
so
yeah,
great.
How long were you there in Texas?
The shoot was about a month.
Yeah, we were.
A little
I was
over.
there for a little.
Yeah, about 5 weeks. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you missed the
bond.
kid.
Yeah, you bond.
Yeah.
And how did you work with your crew? How did you guys develop? Did you know any of them
Oh
before?
no, yeah, I didn't know
No.
anybody, but it's
Yeah,
the same
no way.
thing. I mean, it's just spending so much time each day with someone they're your second family,
Mhm.
and it's horrible to leave that.
Mhm.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people from the crew couldn't make it, which sucks.
Mhm.
But I'm just glad Aaron can make it, and there's people from the crew that
Mhm.
it's hard leaving that all behind.
But you guys just got to be boys, being boys, and
Yeah.
develop your relationship that way.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
joking around. Yeah.
So it seems to me that Kat really captured those dusty kind of childhood afternoons without supervision, and
Yeah.
and I just boys roaming around, tempted to get into trouble. What were your childhoods like? Were there any parallels?
I think.
Maybe without the
yeah.
destruction, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a young boy, you're roaming around, you're looking for a sense of adventure, and not necessarily setting cars on fire.
Yeah.
But
It's a different kind.
but yeah, it captured that. And that's, I love stories like that. I mean, we were just talking about Stand By Me and Sandlot and the Wonder Years. I just love stories that surround just the young adolescent youth, just kind of going through what they're going through.
Age stories. Everyone can relate to those.
Everyone
so
can, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those.
So Josh, you do some pretty serious motocross racing. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an incredible rider. So.
And but you weren't before.
Phenomenal.
You learned for this role,
No.
or how does it?
Yeah, actually, Kat signed me up for a lesson, and
How'd that lesson go?
let me explain, all right?
Okay.
Let me do it in my own terms.
Oh,
right?
okay, good.
Okay, so I signed up for a lesson to, not to do the huge jumps or anything, but to just ride around. And the instructor, he was a super nice guy. I was riding around in circles around this little pile for a little while, and I was like, okay, I think I got this. And then the guy was like, all right, let's do the clutch. Hold the clutch and rear back so you can shoot off or something.
Yeah.
And so I did it the first time, and he was like, okay, that's great. And now do a little harder this time. So I was like, okay. So I did, and the bike did a wheelie, and I tried to throw myself back onto the seat, and so I'm Superman positioned on the handlebars and seat, and swerving and heading towards the only tree that's in the area. and so I'm trying to push forward on the thing to let it stop, and then I eventually teeter and just fall over, and it's extremely embarrassing. So after that, like Kat said, she voted on let's do all of it with the stunt double.
Yeah.
So most of it was stunt double. Okay.
Yeah.
When you could ride around just in the dirt, but not the.
Yeah, I told Kat I could, but I didn't even get to ride around.
You did a scene though.
I
Right?
walked with it, and I
You walked.
sat on it. Yeah,
We're
really
telling
just
all
You did it very well.
We're telling all your secrets. You fooled
Yeah.
me. I thought it was all you. So, So, Aaron, this is a really emotional role for you as a single father, mourning his wife's death, like kind of the only way he knows how, which is not so well at first. How did you prepare for that? Did you have to?
I just I just kind of just checked out. You know, I put myself in Hollis's shoes and what I would do. I mean, I'm so madly in love with my wife, and just the idea of losing her was just the worst thing imaginable. So, what's so sad here is, you know, he lost his wife, but they lost their mother.
Yeah.
But to Hollis, he's just kind of checked out, and this one's going on a rampage because he's in search for this.
Yeah, he's venting
this guidance.
All of these. Yeah, he's venting all these horrible moments in his life. He's mad at everything, so he just kind of like Hollis. He just kind of checks out and says, "Okay, screw it," you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it can't get any worse than this.
It was very easy to just kind of get into this skin because I could understand.
I mean, you can tell they both want to do the right thing, but they just don't know how to get there.
Not quite there. Yeah.
They need their mama.
Thank you. Oh,
a family needs a woman.
I know.
Yeah, family needs a woman.
So, what's next for you guys? Aaron, I worked at the Hamptons Film Festival, and I interviewed Steven Bernstein for Decoding Annie Parker, and I'm really hoping that sees the light of day.
Yeah.
Soon. I think
Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, but we are. It's coming out this summer.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really interesting story, fascinating story.
Yeah,
like
true story. It's
yeah.
Just, that was a fun one. Got to wear crazy wigs.
Yeah.
And just all different
eras. 70s eras. Yeah.
70s, 80s.
Play a little guitar, right?
Yeah. Play a little guitar. Very excited about that, and got a project on Netflix that I'm producing, and just a new series, a cartoon called BoJack Horseman.
Oh.
Which it's just wrong on every single level possible. But
so you're just producing? Do you do? A voice?
No, I'm doing voices as well. But we just kind of Netflix was the first place we pitched it to, and they decided that they were out of their minds enough to pick us up. And
it's a great platform.
Yeah, it's great. I'm very excited about it, and just trying to stay out of this kid's shadow.
Aww,
really.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's my goal for the future.
What about you? Do you want to keep acting? You got the bug
absolutely.
now?
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, it was an awesome experience, and I think it was so awesome because I got to share it with so many great people, and it kind of set the stage for what this all could be, and working with Kat, and so I definitely want to keep doing it.
So are things happening for you this week?
He's got things in the works. Some things that you might not be able to speak of right now.
Of course.
But no, he's got some really interesting stuff happening, which I'm so proud of him. It's just so he deserves it all.
He does, and everyone wants to see more. So it's nice when those kind of stories break.
Yeah,
break out.
It's just so cool because we're seeing him at this age, and he's going to be one of the greats. So
it's nice to have this kind of community for our debut too, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a pretty big stage for your. All right. Well, thanks so much, you guys. Good luck with the film. I hope we get to see more of it soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.